How about we get more stories like this and less of the weird stuff? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a 9-year-old boy in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, who has already graduated high school and is now fielding offers for college. That's right, 9 years old, getting ready to go to college already. His mom and his dad, they are beyond the moon, proud of him. His dad is Nigerian. He's like, oh, my son, I don't want him to go far that way. Stay right here in Pennsylvania, huh? You're the brilliant, but you cannot go far. But before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and roll the clip. And of course, this clip will be in the description box if you want to see it for yourself. If you're on IG, go to the link in the bio and go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Well, while many kids his age may be playing video games or learning a new TikTok dance, a Harrisburg charter school student is starting college after earning his high school diploma at the age of 9. Some may call him a prodigy, but his family and friends, they just call him David. Fox 43's Robert Stover visited the young graduate and his family to find out how he accomplished so much so soon.
David Balogun looks like your average happy-go-lucky child. He plays baseball, does karate, and enjoys activities with his parents and sister. What separates David from other kids his age is that he graduated high school at 9 years old.
I realized that I am able to graduate at the age of 10 or 9 as long as I put the effort in.
This boy has already got like an adult persona, like the way he's talking. He's like he's 35 years old, an attorney, already been divorced 2 times. Like, this boy is way beyond himself already. 9 years old. Put into perspective, at 9 years old, you're what, like in the 4th grade? Yeah, 4th grade. He's already done with high school.
And with the help of my mom and my dad, and of course, Reach Cyber Charter School, I was able to graduate at the age of 9.
David is now the youngest student ever to graduate from Reach Cyber Charter, based in Harrisburg. He entered the program in 3rd grade and quickly excelled.
One of the important things in our charter, we have accelerated pacing so kids can go year-round, and if they're very smart and on track and motivated like David, they can move ahead at their own individual pace.
I wanted to do it because I had the abilities to do it. So why not you?
Look at that. Oh, my son. I love my son. He is so smart. My son is so smart. Look at that. And mom is over the moon too. You could tell they really love that boy. And this is a big part of the reason why he's able to succeed this way. And of course, having some genetics going on, some natural intelligence, but really it's the mom and the dad just really pouring into the boy and allowing him to be able to do this.
Use those abilities to the greater good.
Prior to receiving his graduation certificate, David was awarded the 2022 Distinguished Student Award from the Pennsylvania Association of Gifted Education. He's also a member of Mensa, the largest high IQ society in the world.
He's been extremely curious about knowing many things, and this had prepared him.
The word proud is not enough at all for that.
David will receive his official diploma in June with the other graduates. He's already begun taking college-level courses and is considering a career in
look at this.
engineering.
A college ID. He's a little boy with a college ID. That's crazy. That's totally crazy.
Chemistry, or software development.
There we go.
I hope that I can use this opportunity to show that I'm not the only one who can do this.
Robert Stover, Fox.
Now, what he's talking about, what they said, he's taking chemistry, what they said, software development, if I'm not mistaken, like tech kind of difficult things. Yes, using your abilities properly, young man. Using abilities properly. You don't want to go to college and get into some weird stuff, LGBT studies. No. You need to be focusing on things that you can really test yourself and use your brain. Use your brain in a very serious way. I love that story. Shout out to the young man, 9 years old, David Balogun. Shout out to mom and dad. You guys are obviously doing a great job. Okay. Shout out to the school that he goes to that allows children, you get advanced kids to kind of go at your own pace. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm nowhere near this boy's level of intelligence, but at a certain point when I was a kid, like I kind of got bored with school. Like I would say elementary school, it was easy for me to get A's and B's. It was not really a big deal. And then once I got kind of up, like high school, it kind of became pointless. Really, to be totally honest, I was done with high school by the time I got to after the 10th grade, I was finished. Whatever I learned after the 10th grade was pretty much it. I mean, I went to school and I kind of just went through the motions. It's like, okay, a little worksheet and a little homework. All right. And really by the 12th grade, I had no more classes. I had done everything. In my second semester of 12th grade, I had like 1 or 2 classes and I'd be done by like 10:30 in the morning. And I had a car, so I would just drive home. I'd go to the mall. And really at a certain point, I had a job. I go to work and work full time in high school. I had like 37 hours in high school working because it's like, okay, what am I going to be doing in high school? Ceramics. I mean, it's good that you have schools that allow children to advance at their own pace because some kids are going to learn quicker than others. Some kids are going to be in there bored, get ready to go to sleep, and some kids are going to need that extra bit of tutelage, that extra bit of learning to be able to get to where they want to be. But the most important thing here is having your parents in the home that really care about what's going on. Because you can have a smart kid, but if there's no parents, if the parents aren't there to really enforce learning, to encourage learning, reading, and all that kind of stuff, it's more difficult for a young boy or a girl to realize their full potential academically. It's difficult. But when you have that structure there, when you have a dad, the Nigerian dads, oh, my son, you will not be idiot in this house. You're going to learn, eh? You're going to learn. Do not bring back B. I want A. All A. If you do not bring A, you idiots. You're going back to Nigeria, first class. Back to Nigeria, first class, right away, my son. When you got that going on, there's a little bit of pressure upon you. This is why when the Nigerian kids come over, the Asian, whether they be from Indian subcontinent, China, they're going to perform really well. They're going to go really hard. When they're coming from other parts, Europe, I've heard stories about people coming from overseas to the United States. And when I was in college, if you had 12 credit hours, which is like 4 classes, you were full time and you were pretty much maxed out of your capacity to be able to actually go in there and do anything else. But you got kids coming from Eastern Europe, Africa, Asia, they're taking 16, 18, 19 credit hours. It's like, how are you doing this? And they're working. It's a different level. The work ethic is different. They learn differently from a young age. When you're talking about kids in Asia, they're learning math. They're mathletes, what they call them. They're mathletes at 5 years old. And it's a serious thing. It's not so much focused on leisure, entertainment, TikTok and stuff like that. They put limits on that stuff and they focus more on academics, which is why when they come over here, aside from being gifted already, because if you come over here, it's not free to come over here. But once you come over here, even if you do have, the gifted ability already, even if you do have a family that kind of knows some things to be able to go to different country, even if you have that going on, you still got to have the work ethic. Okay. You still got to be smart and work hard. You got to have both. And if you don't, you're not going to be able to succeed the way this young boy is succeeding. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this young man, 9 years old, already taking college courses, and he has finished high school? He is great. He has his high school diploma already at 9 years old. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about his home situation? That being probably the driving factor behind his success. Mom and dad, this is very important. And I say it all the time, 2-parent household is so important for a variety of reasons, not just being able to behave and perform well academically and socially, but just having a more well-rounded type of experience, being able to go out in the world and communicate, do with other people, be a leader. All those things you're going to learn in an environment where you have the proper structure. When you don't have proper structure, when things are weird, when things are broken, you're going to have a hard time. And it's difficult sometimes overcome that to be able to display your academic prowess. There's so many kids that are very smart that have a lot of promise, but their home lives are so messed up they can't get beyond it. So shout out to the young man, shout out to his family, shout out to the dad. Oh, my son. Shout out to everybody involved for helping this young man get to where he wants to be. And I want to see an update. I want to see this 9-year-old, 35-year-old in a few years and see where his skills have taken him. I really want to see that for sure. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.